Alright, what's going on, guys? So I've been continuing my grind, working on my review. I think I'm approaching probably around like 65-ish hours by the time I upload this video. So the review will definitely be up this weekend. But I decided that I wanted to make a separate video just for this topic because, number one, I think it's very important to the game. And number two, I really want to go in depth with it and kind of explain exactly what I'm talking about and show you examples of exactly what I'm talking about so that, we're all on the same page here, right? Because this is something that hopefully could get improved if we give them enough feedback about it. I don't know. That's a lot to ask for. But as we all know, with the Modern Warfare 2 Gunsmith and attachment system, it's very confusing. It's extremely overwhelming, I would say, is probably a better word for it. And I think it's to the point where it's actually detrimental to the game, the way they have set it up. Because what actually kind of inspired this video is I watched a video yesterday, shout out Exclusive Ace for breaking down all the attachments, because, the developers surely don't. But I actually just found out that I've been making a mistake with all of my classes, and I didn't even realize it. So I wanted to make a video showcasing that because I'm assuming a lot of you have probably been making the same mistake as well. But along with that, I thought I would also go more in depth and show exactly what is wrong with this Gunsmith, because it's honestly unacceptable. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so if we go into my classes, right, I've been working on my camos a little bit. I got platinum on ARs. I'm getting close on the subs. I've been doing my thing a little bit, experimenting. So if we go to the Gunsmith real quick, right, I'm gonna take all this off of my guns real quick. We're gonna make a little M4 class. I'm gonna explain some stuff as we get into it, right? So first of all, the number one problem with the Gunsmith is there's just way too many attachments, right? Like, look at the optics, man. I'm not counting these. We're just gonna scroll, but some of these don't even belong on an AR, obviously. But there's like 50 of these things, right? Like, I'm like, come on, man, that's just too much. Also, a lot of the problems here, let's go to one that I have locked. So this one, this honestly looks like one of the best optics in the game. I don't know how to get it. If you look at this one, right, it says unlock by leveling the Expedite 12 to level 7. This one, whatever. Like, they all give an explanation, right? Well, this one doesn't. See, some of them are not giving an explanation on how to get it. That's a problem, okay? I didn't even realize some of those other ones because they're kind of ugly. I never looked at them. But this one actually looks like it might be good. Right here. This is the same one from Vanguard, it looks like. It looks pretty good. I don't know how to get it. If anyone in the comments knows how to get this, let me know. Maybe you can't get it. I've heard that it's just you can't get it. I don't really know. That's a problem number one. I don't even know how to get some of these things. Number two, Expedite 12 is a shotgun. I should not have to rank up a shotgun to level 7 in order to unlock a red dot sight for my assault rifle. That doesn't make sense. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. That doesn't make sense, man. All right, it just doesn't make any sense, and that's why I just don't have it. Like, I don't have the time. I just don't have it in me to go like rank up that shotgun. I don't want to do it. Okay, so I've just been using no sight on my M4, right? M4 right now is probably my favorite gun in the game. I don't know if it's the best gun, but it's like a top 5 gun without a doubt. And it's my favorite gun. So let's look at something else here, right? So let me explain to you the mistake that I was making with all my classes. I think it's going to be on Muzzle. Okay. So I'm going to show you the muzzle I've been using. And apparently I shouldn't be using this. So I've been using this muzzle right here. Okay? This RF Crown 50, right? So if you look at it, I get vertical and horizontal recoil, that's what you want. You want less recoil. And you lose a little bit of ADS, and you're going to lose aiming stability. Aiming stability is what we're going to talk about here, okay? So that is your sway. If you know, when you're playing COD and you're just ADSing, your gun will move back and forth, right? That's called sway, usually in older CODs, if you play like MW2 or whatever. And usually what happens is, once you start shooting your gun, the sway is supposed to go away. So it should be irrelevant. Basically, it only matters for your initial shot. After that, it's irrelevant to your gun. So that's why I've been running this, thinking, okay, like, I don't care about, sway. I don't care about aiming stability. That doesn't matter. Well, shout out Exclusive Ace for doing some testing. Also, real quick, let me touch on that, right? It would be a lot better of a system if we could actually get some numbers. In previous CODs, you could actually like push your trigger or whatever, and it would bring up the literal numbers of what the attachment is doing. In this game, for some reason, they took that away, and we just have these stupid bars, which aren't really very clear at all on what's going on. So thankfully, we got like YouTubers who are going out and testing the game and giving us like the information that we need. Otherwise, we'd all be clueless because like they aren't providing it with their game. I don't know why. That doesn't make any sense to me either, but a lot of things about this system don't make sense. But anyways, so apparently in this game, your sway will continue while you're shooting your gun. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, so I'm taking away, horizontal and vertical recoil with this attachment, but I'm adding more sway, which in turn is basically like adding recoil to your gun. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm running this attachment, and this attachment is actually detrimental, really, because honestly, the way I would look at it, since we don't have any numbers, I'm taking away the recoil from, the actual recoil, but I'm adding sway recoil. So basically, that's canceling each other out, I would say, and I'm losing ADS. So honestly, me having this attachment on my gun, I think is hurting my gun. Just the way that I'm breaking it down, right? But without a doubt, you need to factor in aiming stability when you are looking at your guns, because that is very important, and that is something that we would have not known unless someone did some testing on it, you know what I mean? Because they don't give us any information. Now, another thing about these attachments, while we're here, here's my problem, right? Let me take this off so I don't forget my class. So if you'll notice, this especially right here, they all do the same shit, man. And since we don't have any numbers to back it up, I'm gonna assume they all do the same shit. So if you look at these right here, right? So this one is horizontal, vertical, recoil control. This one, it takes away the vertical. Now, why in the world would I only want horizontal and no vertical when, I don't know, if you look at the little bars, they're the same, right? Look at the two bars. I don't know, maybe I need a fucking magnifying glass to zoom in and see the difference, but they look the same to me, okay? So I don't know why I would ever just want only horizontal. That doesn't make sense, unless it's way more horizontal than this one, but then again, we don't know because we don't have the numbers. So that doesn't make sense. And then we have this one. So what's the difference between RF crown and F-tac? There's literally no difference. Look at the bars, no difference. Look at the wording, no difference. I don't know. Which one do I choose? Who knows? Can someone explain which one's better, please? I don't see a difference. So we have attachments in the game that are the exact same. Hold on, we're not done. Now we have this one. Once again, what X10 Havoc? Is this better? Is this better? Or is this better? Who fucking knows, man? Why do we have 3 attachments that do the same exact thing and have the same exact bar? I don't know which one is better. It doesn't make sense. Then wait. Now this is the one that really pisses me off, right? Look what they did. They just flipped vertical and horizontal, but the bar is the same, right? So, did you think you were fooling anybody with that one? Like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna write vertical first. That way they think it's a brand new attachment. No, idiot, it's the same shit, man. Like, do you think everyone who plays this game is stupid? Like, I don't understand. These are all the same, okay? We have like 4 barrels, or what are these? 4 muzzles that are all the fucking same, man. Like, what's going on? And then look at this one. Then, okay, so that's it, right? All of these. If anyone has any insight as to which one of these is actually the best one, I'd love to know. Because from what the information that's being given to me in the game, I can't make a decision. I just was running this one because it was the first one. I said, okay, I'm going to run this one. And apparently I shouldn't be running one at all because aiming stability is important. You know what I mean? And it's like that for like a lot of different things in this game, right? And then another thing is a lot of this stuff just isn't very clear on what it is. You know what I mean? So like, for example, let's look at these speeds, right? So we have walking speed, which I would imagine is just, walking around the map, how fast you walk, right? But then if you go a little bit further, it's going to give you one that says hip walking speed. So that confuses me because that sounds more like walking speed, and then that would mean walking speed is maybe like ADS walking, which is a little bit different. So that's like strafing. That's how I would interpret it. But if we keep going, then we get movement speed, which I don't know, what is that? Just everything? Walking, sprinting, tack sprinting, everything? I don't know, everything? I'm not sure. Crouching even? Because they have like crouch speed on some of these, you know what I mean? So that might be something, I don't know, for movement speed. And then if we keep going, you'll notice a lot of these, they have all these different speeds or whatever, and I don't even know what each one is. But at the very end, there's one that says sprint speed. So we have walking speed, hip walking speed, sprint speed, movements. Like, what's going on here, man? It doesn't make sense. It's too much. It's too much, man. It doesn't make sense. And then if we go to the recoil one, right? Now, Exclusive Ace, thank God, broke this down because I didn't know anything about it. But if we look at all the different types of recoils on this, right? We have recoil steadiness, right? Recoil stabilization, right? Recoil smoothness, right? Then we have horizontal, vertical recoil control. Then we just have a single. There's one. I'm pretty sure there's one that recoil control, right? Like there's like 7 different terminologies for recoil. It's so confusing unless you have someone like breaking it down for you. Like, hey, this one is better than this one. Use this, blah blah blah. Like, you could come in here and you're just not gonna know like what to do, you know, especially because they don't actually give you any numbers. They just give you these stupid bars that don't even move. Half of them look the same. Like the attachment system just doesn't make any sense, man. Like, bottom line, it doesn't make any sense. It's very confusing. It's confusing the people who know what they're doing. Call of Duty is literally my job. I've played Call of Duty since COD 4. I'm pretty good at COD, as you can see over the years. You know what I mean? There's very few people, I think, on this planet who've played more COD than me over the course of my lifetime. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be in the top 0.01% of, like, overall time played on COD. If you add up COD 4 up until now, there's just not that many people out there who've put in more hours into COD than I have. And I was making a mistake with my classes. So explain to me how fucking Jimmy, the casual, comes home on Saturday drunk from the bar, gets on at 2 a.m. You think he knows how to make a class? You think he has any idea? You think he's not confused? And that's who they're making the fucking game for, casuals like that. So if the casuals are confused, the people like me who know what they're doing are confused. Pro players are confused. So let me put up this formal tweet, right? This is just the one I remember off the top of my head. It came out very recently. I miss when I could get on COD and change my sense to 3 and my attachments were red dot grip. Now it's just a whole bunch of nothing that you have to read and hope you don't pick wrong. 22,000 likes. The last part is really like hits the hardest, right? Hope you don't pick wrong. I've been picking wrong and I didn't even know. You know what I mean? And that's coming from formal, literally, like, wow, I don't know, Call of Duty World Champ, like 25-time tournament winner. He just won Halo Champ. Like, that's literally one of the greatest, like, controller players ever, and he's confused about the attachment system. Like, do you understand that? Literally one of the best ever thinks it's confusing. But you think that some fucking moron casual who doesn't even, like, play the game seriously is gonna, like, understand it? It just doesn't make any sense, man. It's just such a bad system, and I just wanted to make a video explaining it in depth of why it's so bad. So I hope I accomplished that with this video. With that being said, I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna continue my grind, though. You know what I mean? I will say I'm having fun. Okay, everything, you know, all the BS that we're dealing with, I get it. I'm still having fun. I'm gonna put that out there. All right, it ain't all negative, but I'm just saying some stuff needs to be fixed, man, because this is just not good. It's just really bad. So, anyways, that being said, appreciate you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, links to the description down below. Check out my last video. If you missed it, I uploaded a gameplay, 100 kill gameplay. I gave a little mini review, some early thoughts about the game, some general thoughts, and a live like 100 kill game that I got on stream. So go watch that if you want to see some gameplay. But other than that, thank you again for watching. Have a good day and peace out.